A lot of people have questions about drug testing. If you believe that your spouse or the parent of your child is using drugs, of course, that's very concerning. And that's something that we would want to get to the bottom of. And we do have very reliable, accurate drug testing available. And there's 3 ways to test somebody for drugs or alcohol. One is a urine test, another is a hair test, and now we're seeing more and more nail testing. And when they do nail testing, they used to scrape the nail, and now they've decided that's not the ideal way, so they're clipping the nails. They also, when they do a hair test, they're cutting the hair usually in 3 different places, and obviously they collect urine for a urine test. The urine test tests a short period of time, so perhaps the last 48 hours. A hair test tests a longer period of time, say a 6-month period. It could even test longer than that, depending on the length of the hair. And a nail test also tests a long period of time, depending on the length of the nail, but it could be up to a year. There are pluses and minuses to all of these tests. There are ways people try to beat these tests. And usually, if they beat the test, it's evident that they've gone to that effort. So for example, if someone is worried about a urine test, they drink a lot of water. They're trying to dilute their system. Well, we end up with a very diluted test, which indicates that effort, and an argument would certainly be made that they must be positive for drugs or alcohol, or they would not have drank that level of liquid, because nobody would normally drink that level of liquid. I have gone to court before and had people shown up with bleached hair, cut hair. They suddenly have no hair because they're worried about the hair test. Obviously, judges aren't stupid, and they know that most people don't bleach their hair white and cut it to a burr cut unless they're worried about something like this. Same with the nails. Now we're seeing people cut their nails very, very short, and perhaps we have evidence or people who could testify that that person normally keeps their nails long, especially women who are having their nails done regularly. So trying to beat the test can actually backfire, and it's best in our system to be honest and not even require a test. Judges are very forgiving of people who will admit their problems and seek help, and they will allow people, many chances, and they want people to have healthy, safe relationships with their children. So my recommendation is that if you have a drug or alcohol problem, instead of trying to beat the test, go get help for your drug and alcohol problem. And judges are very supportive of that. If you're not the one with the problem and it's your spouse or the parent of your child, I recommend that we do seek these tests, because they will ultimately reveal what's going on. Now, my warning. I have had many cases, probably 3, where my client came in and said they were certain the other side was using drugs. And I told them, if we ask for a drug test of the other side, you're likely to be drug tested. And on at least 3 occasions, my client came back dirty and the other side came back clean. So many people, they were doing drugs together in the relationship. So before you point the finger, you need to look at yourself and see if you need to get help yourself before you accuse them of something that maybe you're also doing. So you want to have some self-awareness and realize that just like you hope the test will catch them, it may also catch you.